right, welcome everyone. Today we have one of the persons I really look up to, and I got to know him like a year ago at the gym. My best motivational gym friend, Torian Wellman from Wellman Wellness Training. Welcome, Torian.
How's it going?
Very well, thank you. So Torian has graciously taken time out today to actually help us out, give us some very useful tips. Actually, we've gathered some questions, and you know what? There are a lot of people in the city, tons of people in the city, but there's a very important reason that Torian needs to be here and Torian needs to speak to you, and that is why, because of his methodology and what he thinks about wellness, what he thinks about fitness. So before I actually go on a rant, I'd like to tell Torian a little bit about himself, how he got into fitness, a little bit of his story, and why he's so passionate about it.
So I got into fitness simply because I enjoyed exercise since I was a little kid. I did a lot of odd jobs growing up that weren't necessarily attached to fitness, and I found that it was taking me away from my fitness. Played a lot of sports, and during those times that I played a lot of sports over the years, I succumbed to a lot of injuries.
Oh, yeah?
So I had to learn how to kind of get over those injuries in order to continue my fitness journey. During that time, I got to meet a lot of good people that taught me a lot of good things and a lot of good elements on how to control my injuries and how to control inflammation and pain.
Right.
So with those elements, I was able to kind of contrive the way that I go towards my health and wellness, and in turn I was able to share that with my clients. So I got into the health and wellness industry to continue my health and wellness journey and to help others who have succumbed to injuries, have had similar issues, and how to kind of get better from those problems. So
cool.
Yeah,
Perfect. And one of the other reasons actually I first met Torian, before I'm going on a tangent again, he is a very, very confident person, and you'll see this video as well, and he has a presence in the gym. So without further ado, there are a few questions I thought of, people have asked me, and I was wondering if you'll be able to give us your insight on how to approach these problems, because I'm sure everybody's facing these problems, and the answers coming from you as a professional, as somebody who has, you're so much in shape, and on top of that, you have all that knowledge and wisdom. If you share that with people, I think that's going to help tremendously. So do you think it's going to be okay if we ask a few questions?
For sure.
Yeah? Okay.
Let's do it.
So me and Torian, we've been talking about these things for some time. So, the first thing that comes to my mind that I was wondering we can discuss is, everybody wants to be in great shape, right? Everybody you meet wants to be in great shape. Everybody wants to look good, right? Everybody wants to look like you, like big biceps, like in good shape, right? Yeah. Especially a lot of guys and dudes, if you're talking about that. But what ends up happening is people become busy. People start their families, start going to school, start a new job, and people get really, really, really busy. And it's hard for them to stay motivated, and it's hard for them to stay healthy. So what do you think would be three things that people who want to stay healthy, maybe it be mindset or the way they approach fitness, they can incorporate in their life to actually bring that change? You can hold the mic if you want.
That's a good question. There can be a lot of things that kind of hold us back from our health and wellness. I think it's important to understand that you do need to make time for it. It's not really something that should be an option. It's a necessity. And if you do have a little bit less time, or you're really strapped for time, you want to try to get the most out of your workouts.
Right.
So it's important that you take your full body into the equation when you are applying workout strategies. A lot of the time people get workouts from magazines, and it's always kind of like the bodybuilding template, where it's just like work a few muscle groups. But if you don't have a lot of time to really have in the gym or work out, then you should be doing more full body workout plans. And if your goal is to get a lot larger, you need to be working out your legs more often than not, because you're going to burn more calories, you're going to develop a little bit more of a testosterone upgrade or increase in your body. So it's important to get some type of a leg action or a leg workout in almost every single time. And a lot of us want to be ripped and also big. You're not going to get that from a traditional bodybuilding program. So you're going to want to get a little bit of athletic movements in there, and it's all about a good warm-up. So in incorporating a good warm-up where you're getting some dynamic mobility movements, you're reducing pain and inflammation with some rollout strategies is really important to get your body prepared for, you know, a workout that'll be more full body and more fully encompassing. And if you aren't drenched with sweat after your workout, you probably haven't put in enough effort. So it's important to get that going. So you're not going to get that again from just the traditional machine workouts or the bodybuilding workouts. So it's important that you're incorporating some of those elements, like getting some athletic movements. You can go into some traditional lifts and make sure that it's full body movements, full compound movements.
You know what, guys? You got to listen to Torian, or all you'll get is this big of a bicep. That's all you get. Not like him. So that's very important. With that, we'll go to question number 2. We'll just keep the mic with you.
Sounds good.